As a Democrat in the minority, do you at all feel a little bit back on your heels?
What we heard clearly from voters is that they want us to work together to make sure that life is more affordable, it's fair, and that they have security, whether that is financial security, security in their homes, security on the streets in their communities. So we are going to be there to work with any Republicans in this administration to do just that. But what we have seen is chaos by design. We are going to hold them accountable.
On the federal freeze, it was paused temporarily, but the messaging was also it's full steam ahead. In your role, do you have an understanding on where this stands and what is actually going to be impacted?
I don't think the White House knows where they stand on that, and that is why we saw a federal judge shut them down. But we are very clear what the end game is, and that is to take taxpayer money from deserving communities and give it to the billionaire class to fund tax cuts for them.
According to a recent Quinnipiac poll, 46% of voters approve of the job he's doing, which is 10 points higher than his first go-around. And 54% said they feel generally optimistic about the next 4 years. So where is the disconnect in terms of what you're saying and the chaos that you're seeing and the sentiment of the American people?
You know, polls are always trailing what is going on, and this is a very fast and dynamic situation. And I can tell you from the calls that I am getting, not only from around the country, but more importantly, from here in the Commonwealth, people are outraged. What Donald Trump promised them, what people voted for, was that he was going to make life better and more affordable for them. Everything he has done since taking office is doing the exact opposite.
But in that same poll, 31% of respondents had a favorable rating of the Democratic Party. So how do you kind of take that? Where's the messaging not landing, in your opinion?
You know, the messaging we can work on, but let's work on actions that are actually going to make life more affordable. And so childcare is a great example. Parents cannot find affordable childcare. And what does this mean? It means that they are not having the income they need. It means that we are holding back our overall economy. So what was one of the first things that they halted payment on last week? Head Start.
Another huge issue that's been unfolding, obviously, is shifting immigration policy. That, too, has an impact on the economy long term, does it not?
Absolutely. And one of the things that we've seen is that we have to do what we need to do to secure our borders. But if we do not get to comprehensive immigration reform, fixing our broken system, we are not truly going to have the security in an immigration system that makes sense, not only for our economy, but for our safety and security of our communities. And that has to be an effort that both Democrats and Republicans come to. And the Trump administration is so focused on rewarding the billionaire class at our expense, at the expense of taxpayers, that this is really a disconnect and a betrayal of the people who put him in office.
How do you move forward? How do you find the olive branch, the issues that can have bipartisan support in this environment?
You want to work to help us bring down the cost of living for people, have groceries be more affordable, energy costs for their homes. We are here to join you in that. But if you are going to do the maneuvers and the theft of taxpayer money that we have seen over the past weeks, we are going to stand in opposition.
Minority Whip Catherine Clark, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Carrie.